Democrats are mad that Trump's promoting EVs. It's what Biden did for 4 years. Trump went car shopping today.
Hello, President Trump. Are you looking to buy or lease today?
Well, I'm going to buy. And I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets. Now, here's the bad news. I'm not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love to drive cars. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it. And they all are all excited about that. I'm not allowed to use it. Can you believe it?
Watch out, ladies. If you see a Tesla whipping around D.C. next week, it might be Stephen Miller. And Trump just laid his eyes on a red one.
Should I get in?
Get in.
Okay.
Have you ever sat behind the steering wheel of one of these? Of a Tesla?
You want my notes?
Yeah.
They gave me notes. I said, I'm not Biden. I don't need notes. I'll watch Secret Service go crazy. Thank you.
I mean, if you actually drove it around, it would really be wild.
Beautiful. Wow.
I get on this other side.
That's beautiful. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. You don't want me to drive it, do you? This is really amazing. Think Biden could get into that car? I don't know.
Binder used to say, why would Biden buy an EV? Presidents don't drive. Well, Trump doesn't drive either, and he just paid sticker price for one. He should have haggled. Whatever happened to the art of the deal? The Democrats saw Trump buy a Tesla on the White House lawn and said the car's ugly, and it's the most corrupt administration in American history. Democrats are mad that Trump's promoting EVs. It's what Biden did for 4 years.
Mr. President.
This sucker's quick.
How does it compare to the Corvette?
It's a beautiful car. I like the Corvette.
Biden gave billions to Detroit to build EVs and then gave Americans $8,000 in rebates to buy one. But he didn't buy one. He said he liked his Corvette better because the way the engine purred. The only reason 47's buying a Tesla is because Democrats are firebombing them.
No, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Mr. President talks about some of the violence that's been going on around the country at dealerships.
Before he says that, a lot of these Democrats, they've been pushing for, electric vehicles for the past 4 years. And now that Trump is president and Elon Musk is by his side, who is a CEO of Tesla, now he's promoting it, and now the Democrats don't want EVs to go forward. Now they just hate the person. They hate Trump and Elon now because they're doing something great for this country.
Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. When you heard an American company, especially a company like this, supplies so many jobs that others are unable to do, when you do that, those people are going to go through a big problem when we catch them. Let me tell you, you do it to Tesla and you do it to any company, we're going to catch you and you're going to go through hell.
Liberals said EVs were going to save the planet. Now they're lighting them on fire. I can't even keep up with these people. Any American company that comes under attack by domestic terrorists, the president, whoever it is, should buy the product. If liberals were vandalizing Pizza Hut, the president has to get some deep dish delivered. Teslas are made in America. They don't make them in Mexico. That's the whole point of Trump's trade agenda. Made in America by American. Create jobs and boost wages.
What is your message, President Trump? Buying a new car while there are some folks who will see this clip at home and they are struggling with their retirement accounts down at the moment, uncertainty about work ahead.
Well, I think they're going to do great. I think our country had to do this. We had to go and do this. They've taken away, other countries have taken away our business. They've taken away our jobs. This economy, in my opinion, is going to blow it away. But what I have to do is I have to get the workers back. I have to get the factories open. We gave it away. Presidents before me gave it away, and I could name every one of them. But they gave it away, and we're taking it back.
Globalization benefited multinational corporations, kept the stock market high, kept prices low. But it decimated around 100,000 American factories and sent 5 million manufacturing jobs overseas. That's why we call it the Rust Belt. Working class, middle American towns collapsed when the jobs left. Families fell apart. The birth rate dropped, and the drugs took over.
For ages, hot molten steel has been the lifeblood.
All this plays a huge major part because, like you said, even birth rates drop because a lot of families that lost these jobs because these businesses were going out of the country, these people that were strictly experts on these types of trades or this type of work, they couldn't provide for their families anymore. So they're like, well, sorry, honey, we can't have kids because we're not going to be able to afford it. I need to find another job or multiple jobs to sustain an income, especially if, wages kept going down and inflation was getting worse. It makes everything overall in the entire country bad. This is why Trump's bringing businesses back to the United States.
Blood of Johnstown, vigorously pumping dollars and jobs through the city's veins. But now the pulse of the community is in cardiac arrest. Bethlehem officials aren't making any more comments than what's contained in this press release. They're sorry, but it's simply not cost effective to run the mill any longer.
It does hurt, and there's a dramatic spin-off that's going to come from that, and there's going to be a lot of problems that have to be solved.
In part, Bethlehem cites fierce foreign competition and the national economy for their demise. For some Bethlehem employees, it's hard to look past the shocking news.
Don't rely on a corporation that don't want you, in a sense, and they don't care, You're only a number.
American industry got hollowed out. We stopped building ships, automobiles, even medicine, and it crushed our dignity. It wounded the fabric of American life. This trade war is really a war for American independence.
President Trump will not repeat the trend of past American presidents who broke their promises to the American public and smiled while they stuck a knife in the back of American workers and shipped their jobs overseas.
Trump was elected in 2016 to save the working men and women of this country, and he got off to a great start. And then COVID hit, and we realized how vulnerable we are, relying on China for everything. Foreign supply chains in critical industries are a national security threat. And the golden age isn't going to happen if American companies don't come home. What's the Democrats' plan to do that? They don't have one.
Yeah.
What's the Democrats' plan to lower foreign tariffs?
They don't have any.
They don't have one. The stock market was good under Biden because Joe never did anything. And the market liked certainty. And the market was certain Joe was asleep. No news, no new action. It was predictable. Wall Street did great. But how'd the American worker do? They got hammered by inflation and illegal immigration. And Trump was elected to correct this. And that's what he's doing.
He is doing it. And as he was saying this, actually, it reminded me of another video that I want to play. Biden was sleeping the entire time he was in office. And there's a video that I'd like to share with you guys to explain that.
That's because the machine was behind him.
In some ways, I actually kind of feel sorry for Joe Biden.
So he gets into office, and you saw that Mike Johnson guy, the Speaker of the House.
He's in the twilight years of his life, obviously has not been in charge for some time.
He said that he had talked to him, took a year to have a meeting, and he finally had this meeting with him, and he wanted to talk to him about something.
He requested a meeting with the president, but they wouldn't let me meet with him, and his staff kept giving him excuses. This went on for like 8 or 9 weeks. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, he doesn't have time. What are you talking about? I'm second in line of the presidency. He has time. I need to talk to him.
And he said, why did you sign this executive order?
Sir, why did you pause LNG exports?
He said, I didn't sign that.
And he looks at me stunned, and he said, I didn't do that.
He said, yes, you did, sir. You signed it. Can we get it?
Mr. President, yes, you did. It was an executive order. I didn't do that. And he's arguing with me. I said, Mr. President, could I go out here and ask your secretary to print it out? We'll read it together. You definitely did that.
He has the secretary print it up. He brings it in. He'd never read it.
He was not lying to me. He genuinely did not know what he had signed.
So he was just signing executive orders that he didn't even know. He didn't know what it was about. He thought it was about research, and it was about shutting it down.
See, that's what I mean. Biden didn't know what he was doing when he was president. Even when he was fully aware of what was going on in the country, he still didn't know what he was doing as president of the United States. Whether it be here in the home country or foreign countries, he had no idea what he was doing. That's why he was caught sleeping at meetings on the other side of the world, and they were blaming it on him traveling so much. It doesn't matter. You're the president of the United States. You got to find time to rest. You've chosen to take the responsibility as the president of the United States of America to lead, to be the leader, and to be the role model of all American citizens. And Joe Biden, Joey Sleepy Joe Biden, ended up becoming the very worst president that we've ever had during our lifetime. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Till next time. Peace out, guys.